like shitty horrors where I know what's happening.
Yeah.
I know an alien's coming and I know they're going to fight.
I'm in the intro in.
Okay. Let us know when we're there. Okay, we're in. Okay, this is just a small sequel to the last episode. We were talking about what did Arnold do between Terminator and Terminator 2. Red Sonja, Commando, Raw Deal, Predator, Running Man, Red Heat, Twins, Total Recall, Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, Total Recall I've seen.
And then Terminator 2.
Total Recall I like, because now we're again back in the sci-fi realm, where a lot of Arnold stuff started to head to like the commando-y military stuff. I just never had a background in that. I think probably because we're all fucking immigrants, like my grandpa moved
Total
here.
Recall is another movie that's very reflective of the time that it came out.
And how can we not get a dope remake?
They did.
No,
they did. It
dope.
was not dope.
I said dope.
It was not dope.
Colin Farrell isn't doing it.
Have you seen The Penguin?
I haven't watched it yet.
The new one?
Yeah.
Is it out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
First
it's a
episode.
series
First two
on
episodes.
Max. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was a series. Yeah,
He
I'll watch
absolutely murders
it.
that.
No. Colin isn't the issue.
No, I know.
It's just the remake. And the remake's not that bad. It's got The Love of My Life. Doesn't it have Jessica Biel?
I think so.
Yeah, that's my
No, that
wife.
movie was not good.
No, but it just wasn't good. But Total Recall as like a thing could be so sick.
I liked it, even though it doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
Yeah, it doesn't need to. It's kind of like Inception. Like there's holes if you really want to dig in, but then they leave enough questions that you can just make up your own answers.
Yeah, for sure.
But it does make a lot of sense.
Killing humans that are Russian because they hurt my dog.
John Wick.
No, it really does make sense.
It's the most sensible movie ever.
No, it's the most dude tap into your heart movie ever. I'm a sick fucking Mustang. Don't touch my puppy.
Dude.
I'm just trying to live in my mansion and drink coffee.
They were like, what do dudes want? Okay, think that.
Yeah, you want emotional marketing. They won.
Did you notice that
I am John Wick. Look at my hair. I'm turning into John Wick with
John
a
Wick, yeah.
dog in the
You
mansion
are.
yet.
Where's your black tux?
What does he wear in the beginning?
The first movie, he's like a white tee.
Yeah,
and
it's just
pants.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it's some jeans.
And he's in his house, sleeping.
That house is amazing too.
That house is super amazing.
Yeah.
This movie, this particular watch, prompted a lot of questions to me that I had never pondered before. But the biggest one is probably, okay, so we find out that he's been out of the game, and the game meaning that he was an enforcer for the Russian mob.
Yeah, he's like a highly skilled killer.
Hitman.
Yeah, hitman.
But it's weird. So that's again where my issue is with this series, and a lot of these series. Now that we've dove into them more, a lot of them like switch genres and like open the can too big for me.
Yeah.
Right? Like John Wick 1, I get it. Okay, and I like the ties that he used to be an assassin, but then like 2 and 3, I don't think I've seen 4. I've only seen parts of 3. But they just opened the book and the lore almost too wide. Like I don't want all the answers. I don't need to see every assassin that's ever lived having a cocktail together. Like it's just too broad. Yeah, it just gets too weird for me.
Personally, I just love that part of it. The whole world building, I love it.
No, I like world building, but it's so wide that anything can happen now.
I like the Swearinger guy from Deadwood.
Yes.
Swearinger.
To me,
Yes.
I think
he's wearing a bad rug in the first one. Oh my lord!
Is that a hairpiece?
Oh my god! It was so obvious. Yeah.
Well, now we got.
And I think he's got hair too. I have no idea why they put him in that.
Maybe it's part of the bit.
Other than I think that he is much grayer in real life at that point in time than they wanted the character to be.
You know that his episode of Game of Thrones. Remember he was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
That episode was directed by the director of Deadwood.
Oh.
So the director of Deadwood got to do a Game of Thrones episode, and he put Swearinger guy
That makes sense.
in that
Amazing.
episode.
Bringing the
Right, right, yeah.
Amazing. Did you notice that he gets his Ford stolen and he never drives another Ford in the whole movie?
Yeah, it's a rebellion.
No, I'm over that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, I mean, he either takes a car or he's got another car in his garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that he drives, and then he has to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then
the second movie is they steal his car, right?
He gets a car. No, they steal his car in
this one.
Is that the first one? I watched them all like in like a week span, so they're all just kind of fucking meshed in my brain.
Yeah, they steal his car after they kill the dog.
That's how he traces them down.
That's right.
Because John Leguizamo character runs a chop shop.
Yeah,
how great is John Leguizamo in this movie? He is perfect.
Yeah.
Like he just hits exactly. He's totally believable, but he's also, he has a lot of dry humor just as a person, as a performer, and it comes through. And it's just amazing casting.
If you look at like IMDb and all that, this actually isn't like that great of a movie, but it's had like insane impact. I feel like,
and I think that
like it's like 6 or 7.
You can't just go.
I know, but when you talk about like iconic movies, they're normally rated fairly high.
I wonder what T2 says.
Probably high.
Yeah, probably like 80s,
right,
high
where you
80s.
go like to the Titanics. You go to like these ones that have like a generational. Because we're doing this because John Wick, ladies and gentlemen, because it's 10-year anniversary.
Right.
Right. So that's a decade of like influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone knows it. Everyone's seen it. A lot of people like it.
4 movies now.
A lot of people have seen all of them. And it is actually 2014 was that era, right? Like Equalizer came out, which is kind of the same shit, same.
Which was
movie.
great.
It was good, but same movie.
The Queen Latifah show is way better than the movie, though. I'm just kidding.
Really?
Of Equalizer?
God, no.
I've watched one episode of it. I thought it was very CBS.
Yes.
I am a Denzel fan over
that movie was dope.
But like, you dig into the lore of John Wick or the lore of Keanu, and John Wick probably should be where it's at, right? Like he spent thousands of hours on driving lessons, thousands of hours on shooting lessons, jiu-jitsu. Like he took it so serious. And then all the Keanu memes come about because he does seem like pretty fucking down to earth as you can get at his success level. Because he's top 20 in our generation, right? In acting.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're taking Matrix and all this shit, like he's top dog.
Yeah.
And he's so normal.
Dude, yeah, The Replacements, come on.
Yeah, dude, The Replacements is maybe his best performance, especially just because like Neo and John Wick are the same guy.
Yeah.
Like Replacements, he's such a different character.
That
right?
is actually kind of one of those headcanon theories.
Right.
That
Right.
Neo and John Wick are the same.
And that
program.
Yeah, that this is Matrix when he's dominant or mid dominance. You've still never seen Matrix, huh?
Never.
Matrix 1 is maybe even something we should cover here. In my opinion, yeah. Again, another like kind of 5.
Well, that changed everything. That changed
it's kind
cinema.
of like a 5 out of 5er though, right? Like it kind of hits everything you'd want it to hit.
Yeah, it changed the way that movies are made, though. Like with the slow-mo and the effects, like that was all.
But the story's there, the philosophy's there, the sci-fi's there. That's another one that I'd put my hat on. Versus, which movie did I just joke about? Oh, all the Aliens versus Predators being shitty and me still loving them. That's the Matrixes for me too. I love all of them. And clearly, the drop off is terrible
Fast.
after 1, right?
Yes.
Like one is a masterpiece, 5 out of 5, should be studied in college. But I love the other shitty ones.
Yeah,
even the last one.
Yeah, they're having orgies in caves, and Morpheus is turning into a sex criminal. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I love it all. I love it. Yeah, there's techno. Everyone's sweaty and naked, although we're in the
future. Then he's also kind of like a homeless sex criminal in John Wick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Morpheus.
It's the same fucking movie. No, I love Matrix 3. How many are there? 3?
4.
4.
4 is the new, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even watch. Oh,
that's one that just came out.
I think I watched it and couldn't dive in. But the first 3 are the shitty trilogies.
He has his long hair. He has the John Wick hair in the last one.
That's probably what they're trying to do. You know, they're probably trying to make you guess and pretend to.
Well, because the Matrix movies exist as movies in the Matrix, the 4th one. It's super meta.
Yeah. He's trying to get you all
super
enlightened.
Crazy meta.
Yeah.
The what was it?
Breaking the 8th wall.
Yeah, the Matrix, man. Yeah.
The Matrix is good.
Michael Bay saw the Matrix and he's like, I'm making all my movies like this.
Yeah. It just starts blowing shit up.
Pretty
everywhere.
much, yeah.
Slow-mo, 360 pans.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf.
Bullet time. Bullet time.
Bullet waves.
No,
Yes.
Matrix probably came out. We were in like junior high, right?
I don't recall.
It's probably like 01, 02.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
I remember we all just tried to do that bend.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I remember. And you're fucking dodging bullets and shit. Yeah, it was probably like junior high. I imagine John Wick, although slightly more adult feeling, just because of the amount of blood and guns or whatever, probably is that for this generation. It's probably insane.
Something about trying to bend a spoon in your room after watching The Matrix as a kid.
Yeah, I had headaches.
Well, there is no spoon.
Tension headaches.
That's why there's no spoon.
Yeah. The that whole scene was.
Yeah, John Wick is the most broken down dude version of the Matrix. Because the Matrix has some cerebralness, right? Like you got to think if you want to enjoy it, you got to like dive in a little bit to the philosophy. It's based on a philosophy, obviously, of this simulation theory. But John Wick, I don't know if you need philosophy. You know?
No, it's just like revenge porn.
It's dude shoot fucking sick reloads. It's Call of Duty with a puppy.
Yeah, don't they do like POV in one of the John Wicks? I think they do like a POV scene with the gun, like a where it looks like Call of Duty.
Yeah, maybe. I know
they do.
I know they tried to do it in the new Bad Boys, which I started watching on an airplane, which wasn't that bad. Where like there's a gun or a camera literally in POV.
Yeah.
Of Will Smith. I think it went viral too. Of him shooting
I remember
it.
that.
Yeah.
Had, like,
Oh
the
yeah.
cage on.
Where how they shot it.
I could be confusing that with the John Wicks. But
No.
I feel like
John
Wick
might have. John Wick might have done one of the first ones.
Isn't
there a whole movie like that? I had such high hopes. There was an entire movie filmed POV that was supposed to be like video game-esque, and I think it flopped. Where the entire thing is you're just seeing hands and reloads, and it's another shoot 'em up. But I think it flopped really hard. It was probably 6
I don't know if I
years
could
ago.
do that. I mean, I guess I watch streaming, but you still like look at the guy talking on the stream, right?
That's the only thing.
That's the catch.
Yeah, and there's personality and whatever, and you know the game. You're familiar.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm surprised John Wick hasn't kind of expanded in that world. Like there probably is a video game, but
I just don't. It's like, what are you going to compete with Call of Duty and all the other shoot games?
yeah, you find a route somewhere, right?
Hitman games were really popular though. Those games were very popular.
And GTA basically, right? So yeah, if you find a middle ground of a GTA, Call of Duty,
it had to be third person.
Because there was a Matrix game I played that was fucking sick on N64.
Sure it was pretty bad.
No, it was good.
I'm sure it was bad.
Dude, you had a button of focus energy, and you could do it every once in a while and just fucking... No, there was a couple Matrix games that were solid. Back in the day, there was actually, I feel like, a better translation from pop culture to video games than now.
It was like part of the process.
Right? And some of them were good, though. Like James Bond.
Yeah, iconic.
Right? One of the best video games ever.
Arguably more iconic than the movie.
Yeah.
GoldenEye, the video game, is bigger than GoldenEye, the movie.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
But
GoldenEye was a fucking great movie.
And it was a legitimately good game. I played Tomorrow Never Dies, a video game, legitimately good.
I have that for Sony. I still have that for my Sony PlayStation 1.
Legitimately good.
Yeah.
Video game. The only one I can think of new is Harry Potter. The new Hogwarts game is supposed to be fire.
That was the coolest game on the planet for like a week, and then no one played it again.
Yeah, that's just modern day brain rot because the game's legitimately good.
But there was kind of a short game.
They just extended it right now.
Did they?
Because that's how they.
Oh yeah, like fucking way too late.
DLC, yeah.
Downloadable.
But they'll probably do it around October, right? Because that's when you start thinking about Harry Potter.
Harry Potter season is approaching.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think it's here.
Pumpkin Spice and Harry Potter.
Where like John Wick feels like is a video game.
Yeah, it was directed by and I think written by the stunt coordinator for The Matrix.
Oh.
Which is why
John Wick was.
The theory is building.
The stunts are so amazing.
Yeah.
And the fact he's doing them himself is like
he's about
a lot of it. Some of it.
He did 90% of his own stunts in this movie, according to him.
Yeah. Well, there's videos of him training and shit.
Yeah.
And like his coaches like got famous because they went so hard.
And he had a high fever the day that they did the big club shootout scene. Very complicated. Learned it and shot it the same day with 104 temp.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, no, we can just do this tomorrow. And it's like, no,
that's a flu game, baby. MJ dropping 30. Happens.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I don't know how on earth he did that. I mean,
I don't know.
When you're watching it closely, you can kind of see some of the trickery.
But it makes he's probably gassed in that movie, so it probably translates well.
I'm
yeah,
like this guy's exhausted.
To me, that's a cool like note, but to me, that's just like, all right, you're getting paid $10 million to do this. It's your job. Show up.
Yeah.
Same with the MJ flu game thing. Like, yeah, it's fucking sick, but some people think he was hungover. Some people think he was food poison. Either way, like you're getting paid $100 million to play 80 games.
Yeah,
fucking show up and
he honestly probably just had a cold and then just
Jordan.
Yeah,
no, the video's
the
crazy if you rewatch it.
No, I remember.
Like he's sweating his fucking titties off.
I
But
know.
same idea, and it's fucking cool that he went off. He had an extraordinary game. But that's same with like John Wick. Like, yeah, man, you fucking show up, Keanu.
What movie was it? The second or third? What was the one when they're in the mall? And they're doing like the sneak shots with the silencers.
Isn't it the third one?
Is that the third one? Okay, I'm jumping. Sorry,
because I don't know 3 that well, so it sounds like
I'm jumping ahead. But that scene was crazy.
Yeah.
Like that was creative because they're just like so like
they just duck in
and just like tell it quiet, and there's just people just shopping.
That's a little Matrix-y too, right?
It kind of
where
is,
like the fight's going on, like the world's ending, the fight is going on, and no regular bot NPC knows.
Yeah, it was
right?
what's his name? The rapper. That's who he was fighting. He was shooting against. Common.
Common, yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Common's been acting a long time.
He has him
was
and
good.
like what's his name from and Wu-Tang, the guy from Wu-Tang, Raekwon.
Yeah. Those guys
Raekwon?
all sneak into Raekwon.
RZA. RZA's been in a lot of good movies.
He sneaks into a movie recently. I mean, we might have even done it here, where he's in like the deli. He's a chef. Fuck. Yeah, all those guys sneak in, but Common's like an actor.
So is RZA.
Yeah.
Look up RZA's IMDb. Be like, oh shit, that was the RZA.
Yeah, I forgot which one. Semi recently, we might have done it on the podcast, but he's a chef in like a deli. Fuck, what movie was that?
I don't know.
Whenever there's a New York,
Yeah.
like they guy, you need a New York cop.
Yeah.
You got like RZA.
Yeah, he's just smoking a cigarette. And but Common's pretty broad. Like he's in a bunch
Common's
of
been
shit.
in a lot of shit.
Yeah, Italian Job, right?
Dude, yeah,
Italian Job's fucking John Wick, right? Isn't that the same fucking movie? Just now cars and stuff.
That's like a Ocean's 11.
It's more, definitely
true.
more like Ocean's 11.
I only saw that like in theater. I think I don't know if I've rewatched it.
I've seen that one a number of times. I saw the original too.
That's the one with the heist in the Arctic. Where are they?
No, I thought Europe because they needed
It's
those
in
minis
Europe,
to get through small.
little Cinque.
Is that the one where they put the thing on the house in Venice, in Italy, where they do like they adjust the house level?
It might be Italy. I don't remember.
Don't they like do something with like they raise the house or something?
I feel like that had
in
a
the
big
water?
impact too, but isn't
Maybe
talked
so.
about.
Yeah,
Is that Italian Job.
I'm also thinking of Quantum of Solace, where I think it's Quantum of Solace, where the chick that he's involved in, and she's bad, and she goes down with the house.
Oh
it sinks.
yeah,
Whole house sinks.
they really fucked those all up, didn't they?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a James Bond in a long time.
They were all really good, and then they tried to tie them all together. Like, oh, I've been manipulating your life this whole time, and it was just like, oh, that sucks that you did that.
I'm just not the biggest Rami Malek fan. I think that's really what it comes down to.
James Bond was a big thing when I was a kid.
Yeah,
All the Brosnan era, people were.
The last one was really good. Whatever the last one.
That's his last one, right?
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
And maybe we're going to
he dies like in it. You see him
Idris.
die.
Maybe
He
we're
does.
going Idris. We don't know yet.
He's too old.
Dude, give us like a fucking Dark Knight Returns, Idris Elba coming out of retirement to work for 006, dude. Give us that.
I like Idris.
I would love
Don't
Idris.
throw in. I don't like Homeboy, although a lot of people like the movie. Fucking Vampire Boy. Now is Batman.
Oh,
His
dude,
name?
he's fucking
Pattinson.
fantastic.
Oh.
I know a lot of people
Pattinson's
like him,
fucking
but I
great.
don't like him.
Really?
Yeah. And
I like
I'm a
Pattinson.
Twilight guy too.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know
then.
I'm a big Twilight guy.
Make it make sense. Well,
I don't know, man. I just think of Batman a certain way, and I don't think of him as a little twink. Are you allowed to say twink?
Yeah, you can say twink. I don't think he's got twink vibes.
No, he's got twink vibes.
In Batman?
In all of them.
He's a Jacob
Maybe
fan.
not in Batman in particular, but as a human, his aura screams twink.
To be fair, that movie was based off of Batman Day One,
Right.
the comic book, he's like Batman's like 16 or like young kid.
Oh, so now you're trying to make me look bad talking shit on a 16-year-old.
I'm going Dark Lord. He's super young, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
He's super young in those comics, which is what it was based off. So he does. Maybe the twink vibes was intentional.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah.
Because that's kind of what it was based on.
I'm dying to see what the second one looks like, honestly. So much more than the Joker.
It's coming soon, right?
Next year.
Next year, yeah.
And then Joker's like now, winterish.
I think it's like October.
Yeah. So
It's fucking Monday.
So they're gonna tie in Joker with the Batman?
no.
No, I think
No.
he's just talking the world.
Yeah. So
I just hate Gaga. She's in that, right?
I
Yes.
haven't even. I never even saw the first Joker.
First one's alright.
yeah,
Never saw it.
I think it's probably
not my
over-
style, dude. I want like fucking
Yeah,
actual. I want actual Joker. I
Yeah,
want
it's
this like
not-
artsy Joker.
Yeah, it's not
I'm good.
superhero for sure.
That's not what I want.
And I think it's.
I didn't really like it at all.
I
to be
liked it, but I
honest.
do think it's probably overrated.
I think it's definitely
People acted
overrated.
like it's like the
people
most genius mental health movie that ever be created.
people act like it's a sequel to Fight Club almost, and it's
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah. It doesn't have the twists. Fight Club's so good.
Fight Club is amazing.
He's
Couple
kind of a twink in that if you want to get into it.
Who?
Brad.
Yeah, he looks so good in that movie though.
he's jacked. He's just jacked.
Why'd you roll your eyes back?
First off, every kid saw that movie and was like, "I want to look like that."
And then you grow up and you say, "I don't want to be a twink anymore.
And
I'm
then
going to look
I
like
want
T2.
11 or 12 abs.
I'm going to look like T2 because I don't want to be a twink when I'm an adult." That's what you grow a beard, you don't shave your chest, and you're not fighting in the basement other fucking twink office workers.
You're lying to me if you didn't Google Brad Pitt Fight Club workouts.
Yeah, workout. Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, we
and
all
then
did
I grew
that.
up, and then I grew up, and I
We
said, I
all
don't
did.
want to look like Twilight, and I don't want to look like these twink army. I want to look like this jacked fucking army.
Okay, so Keanu does not look jacked in this movie.
No, but he's never
twink.
kind of been.
He's also been just kind of.
He's King Dark Emo Twink for sure.
He's dad bod twink.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's just. But the difference is he doesn't try to be jacked. He says, "I drive cars and I shoot guns real good. I'm gonna stay in my league."
But he fights like a motherfucker, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. That's the Matrix.
And he's got, obviously a lot of, because he throws people around. And
Yeah.
I mean,
He's got like those.
He's got jujitsu skills.
He's got
jiu-jitsu,
that sleeper MMA fighter build.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't try. Where fucking Fight Club's trying. He's trying to be the sex icon of twinks.
Brad Pitt again?
Yeah. I'm comparing why John Wick cannot be jacked and he's still cool and I accept him. Where Brad Pitt, you take away those abs. Watch Fight Club. Someone make a rendition of Fight Club with no abs. You don't fucking want to be there.
Ab-free.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of dorks hitting each other in a basement who don't know how to fight.
Ab-free Fight Club.
No muscles in Fight Club ruins the entire movie.
It does.
My God.
No
Well,
muscles
you
on
just
Keanu.
take Brad Pitt out of. And he's wearing all those women's clothes.
Yeah,
too.
but Keanu, or Hulk. Hulk in there fucking looks stupid. He looks like every office worker you try to avoid and not talk to.
Yeah.
Where you take muscles out of John Wick and he's still fucking cool.
Well, I think the appeal with the John Wick 2, though, is that he's very relatable looking, which makes the whole
Yeah.
John Wick thing even more
Right.
more masculine. Right? He doesn't
Yeah.
look like an Arnold, where it makes it look kind of corny.
And he's the guy that's like you don't want to fuck with the quietest dude in the room.
Yep.
That's John Wick.
Yeah.
And they make it real and they make it cool.
Yeah. The lore around the character in the movie is strong.
The fact
Yeah.
you don't know anything about him is what makes it so good.
but everyone else kind of does.
But one of those, like, one of my questions
Whose
is,
car is this? Get this fucking thing out of here.
Yeah.
the question is why, Theon Greyjoy doesn't know who John Wick is.
Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah, I think he's like the stepson or something, right? Like he's
Yeah,
the
he's
cocky
the-
new guy.
He's the
Yeah.
over ambitious son.
And he got his
I'm gonna
cock
take
ripped
over.
off. So if you get your cock ripped off, you don't know who anybody is.
Maybe not. I
You
don't
know
know.
Theon? No.
You know what? Game of Thrones. Theon Greyjoy is
Maybe one of the
is-
top 3 in that thing, right?
His character.
Game of Thrones?
His character.
Yeah.
He has a great arc.
Theon's.
They somehow made his arc work.
No, his arc is a 3-year-old scribble. His arc's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Theon's the guy. Him
Yeah.
and the dwarf.
You end up like hating him deeply to then like really feeling bad for him and then
Uh-huh.
like really liking him at the end. You're
No,
like,
yeah,
whoa.
you're neutral. He's kind of cool. Yeah, oh fuck.
yeah.
And then you're like, damn, poor guy. Now
He'll
he's,
never come back from this.
now he's
No.
actually fucked up. He's
Yeah,
fucked
literally
up.
mutilated.
Yeah.
Mutilated downstairs.
Poor Theon. He's
someone-
decent in Wick too, though.
Oh no, he's
Yeah,
good. He's
yeah.
good. He's just a very annoying character, and
Yeah.
you're kind of glad when he finally bites it.
Yeah.
Yes, that they did a good job of like making that
timing.
intentional.
But it's not believable to me that he would not know who worked for his father,
Sure.
even though it had been 5 years. But you know,
But then that's where they open the hotel and there's 100,000 Wicks.
yeah, there's a number of them for
right?
sure.
That's where like maybe he doesn't, even though Wick's supposed to be the baddest. That's kind of again where the worm to me hole being like just too wide. Not that again I like world building, but to me it's almost tends to happen in a lot of sequels, and it's like the number one thing, right? Where if you open the bag so big, you think it would open the bag for creative reasons. But what it actually does is, to
Kinda
me,
takes
takes
away.
away from that because now anything's possible. Right?
Yeah.
If your world's too big,
It was
like,
very
oh,
linear
Oh, now
before.
there's a ferry, and the ferry's serving martinis in the hotel. Like, isn't that great? And you're like, well, what the fuck a ferry doing in here? You know, like
I don't have this problem with this series at all. But
Yeah, the
I
sequels I
understand
do.
your point. But
the
it
sequels piss me off.
doesn't bother me at all like that. And I like that.
But once they get into the line of just like kill everybody.
Yeah,
I like
What's
that
that,
Lawrence
3,
Fishburne
right?
is in the second and third.
Yeah, I
I
like
guess he's
Fishburne
probably in
too.
the fourth too.
3, I think I've only seen it once, and it was a long time ago. But John Wick 3 is just pure shoot 'em, right?
Yeah, it's just
That's
That's
the
just like-
most. that's
Just
the,
as like music track, techno, fucking
Yeah.
the whole thing.
and it's arguably like probably this like one of the best ones. Like
And
it's
and
like
they're making a side sequel to that.
the Continental. It's called, right?
No, it's the ballerina.
Oh.
It's one of the characters, one of the female assassin characters.
From that glass room.
Sounds dark.
Yeah,
Isn't
and
that the glass room one?
It's the same time period as 3.
Those are twin brothers where he was fighting in that glass room. Was that the
yeah,
third one?
yeah, I think that's the third one.
They had like the swords or whatever, right? The samurai swords. I don't remember. Like I said, I got them all mixed up in order, but except for the first one, I kind of can separate.
Yeah, the first one.
That stunt was real when that guy falls off that roof and like into that dumpster. Or if you remember, John Wick falls on the ground from like the top of the roof. Or whatever.
Yeah.
They show that stunt in real life. It's obviously falling on pads, but the guy just is fucking.
No, you're still insane.
Falling down. It was insane.
That's all those stunts. That's like one of the biggest pieces of art in movies that people just overlook.
I think the
like all of them are fucking dangerous as shit.
Yeah.
You know, like in all of it's kind of like wrestling. Everyone's like, well, it's fake. Like, yeah, bitch, that blood real, and that my hitting the mat, although padded mat, is real.
Yeah.
Like all that shit hurts.
They're doing real trouble backflips and landing on somebody. Like that's still happening.
Yeah. We're not CGIing another human there.
Yeah.
Did you see our friend Tate Fletcher in this film?
Yeah. He's an Equalizer too. This was his era. He was in Jumanji 1, which is around the era. He's in all those. You know Tate Fletcher? Old caveman coffee owner.
Yes. Yeah. Does he have tattoos on his head?
Maybe in the movie. In real life, he doesn't.
It's the thing you can really see is the twisty mustache.
Yeah,
that guy.
That gives him away. Yeah, he fights in Jumanji, fights The Rock.
He's in a bunch of those little action movies.
Yeah.
All of them. He's in some of the maybe the newest Jurassic Park or the second newest.
I think the second. Oh no, he's in World. He's in Jurassic World. Yeah. He's the guy who shoots from the helicopter.
Yeah, he's got like a little sniper. Yeah, a lot of those guys. Yeah, he fights fucking Denzel and Equalizer in Walmart too, or whatever the fuck store. Costco.
Lowe's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another banger trilogy though. The first 3 Jurassic Parks all hit.
I would agree.
First 3 all hit, and the other ones are fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
But the first 3, honestly, probably from like because how many they've done, they've probably kept making them pretty damn good for how many they've done compared to other shit.
If you have to take a 10 movie series, Jurassic Park's got to be near the top.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Right? But like you average out all the movies and it's a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right? Where you average out some other ones and they're going to fall. Matrix, you average out Matrix and they're probably 4 out of 10.
Yeah, well, look at all the Marvel movies. What are 30 of them now, whatever?
Yeah, now the average
I don't really
count
count anything after Endgame though.
If you take pre-Endgame, it's probably an average of 8.
Yeah, those are all good.
They're all like pretty damn solid.
Yeah.
Where you go after, we're probably sitting at a 3 or 4.
And there was a couple of those movies that were basically Endgame movies, right? Like Civil War, Captain America: Civil War was an Endgame movie.
Winter Soldier and Civil War are so good. Those are highly underrated movies.
Yeah, for sure.
In that first batch, pre-Endgame, like there wasn't. What was the worst of those? And and the Hulks I don't necessarily count because that was such a mess.
Yeah, probably the Hulks.
Like take out the Hulk shit. They're all good.
Maybe Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2 is not good.
It's probably like of the batch.
Yeah, there's just too much going on in that movie.
True.
But otherwise,
I like the third one, and a lot of people don't.
I like the third.
Third one's fine.
I like all 3. Iron Man's my dude. I wasn't an Iron Man fan growing up, but fucking Tony Stark in these movies are so.
But
good.
I would put the John Wick series though in that like holds integrity through 4.
Yeah, I haven't seen 4, but I heard it was good.
It's good.
Yeah, no, I've heard that it's really good too.
Trilogy's Bad Boys. I'm biased. I'm a big fan, but
I think it's free now on Hulu. I could be wrong.
John Wick 4.
I think so. I think
yeah,
it's
I
finally
think
on
it is.
there.
I intended to try to watch it before this, and I ended up deciding to watch that.
4 is just like a 3. It's another 3 where it's just like nonstop.
Yeah.
Terminator. I ended up watching that Terminator anime series instead, with my extra time. So, a couple of questions.
Mm-hmm.
One is, his wife has died of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think I might have had her die because of the mob if I was writing the story, but I guess they decided that he'd been out of it for 5 years, and so whatever.
I guess that explains why he hadn't already taken his revenge on
Yeah,
them.
they wanted to make him normal, I think. That's the beauty, again, one, and then my biased opinion of not opening the book too bad or big. Like, he's just normal.
They'd have to show us.
He's just like a dude.
They'd have to show us.
Really great house.
Yeah, he's rich, obviously, because he's done a bunch of murders. But
yeah,
he's just trying to be a regular dude with a Lamborghini, like a fucking cool car and a cute little lab.
I'll bet you in this movie, they were like, know what they think we're going to do. They think that we're going to have him be retired and they're going to come kill his wife and he's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. Let's have her die of cancer.
Yeah, it's just
Let's have him kill his dog and then he goes crazy.
Yeah.
And that's how they wrote the movie.
And they do make him kind of normal.
Yeah, she sends him the dog like the day after the funeral.
Yeah. So there's the tie, right?
It's essentially her.
Yeah, the dog shows it. Yeah,
it's her spirit.
He says that at some point. You know, it's like, I had one thing left that gave me hope, and you took that away from me.
And the whole thing about this is he's not like an angry murderer killer. Like, you can sense his anger.
He's like a sociopath.
But exactly. He's just kind of like, this is work. He's killed so many people that this is so normal.
He's compartmentalized it all.
He eventually does get mad. when they have him captive, and he says, "People keep asking me if I'm back, and I'm going to say I think I'm back." You know, he's like yelling that. That's the most angry that he is in the whole movie.
Yeah, he's pretty stoic.
But and he's obviously very sad and upset that his puppy, his beagle puppy, is killed. But
it's a beagle, not a lab.
Yeah,
I don't know why it's a
beagle.
lab in my head always.
I don't know. Well,
Maybe all
because,
the memes.
because the lab is a perfect dog. Anyway, because a beagle will shit in your house
And run away.
But this beagle comes in a crate, right?
Yeah.
He takes it out of the crate and puts it in a blanket on the floor. If somebody gives me a puppy, it's not sleeping on a blanket on the floor. It's sleeping in the crate so it doesn't shit in my house.
Well, even the puppy knows it's John Wick. He knows
Apparently.
better. He knows better. That is part was.
I trained to free roam.
Interesting.
I've trained to free roam like that though.
But do you want to sleep though?
I think it just shows us like his
No, my dog's
like.
been great. Yeah.
Just shows us kind of like his minimal, like careless demeanor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind
I
of fits
guess.
his character for some reason.
Empty. The house looks like it isn't lived in.
Yeah, it's just kind of like I'm just like.
Yeah, it's just me and this dog.
Just John. I'm just.
And
cool.
he's probably depressed, right? His fucking wife died. Right?
How long was this after?
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing.
The
Wasn't
puppy's
it pretty
evolved.
quick?
Yeah.
He'd been after she died.
Yeah.
It was just after, just like a funeral amount of time in
Yeah.
between.
Oh, okay.
But he's been out for 5 years, right? So did he get out the moment that he met her, or the moment that he married her,
Probably.
or
Yeah.
what?
Probably married her.
So here's my question about her.
Because he wasn't sure about her probably early on, so he's still working.
Yeah, you're just fucking.
Yeah.
What?
Figure it out. Then you fall in love. You
He's
actually get
fucking-
married. Time to
fucking and
lock down.
killing.
Yeah, now it's just time to go to the mansion with the Mustang.
What did she think that he did that gave him so much money?
Because he doesn't seem like a liar. Like he
No.
would lie to her.
Yeah, you might have to tell her, and that's might have been all right. If we're getting married, you have to stop this, and then they got married.
Maybe so, but she had to know. Like, he was a killer.
I don't know if you're
He
allowed
was
to
an
talk about it,
assassin.
right? Because this hotel is like supposed to be underground, quiet, secret.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be like a secret Illuminati type world, right?
I would
Not
go
everyone
with
knows.
I'd go with the theory that once he started saying that this is probably going to progress, he quits, never tells her.
Yeah. That I would say that, or she says, "What the fuck are we getting married? What the fuck do you actually do?"
Probably doesn't lie to her, but probably doesn't tell her either. Probably just says, "I work for
general waste."
I was private security for like a high-end clients." Some loose bait truth, so he doesn't feel like he's totally lying to her.
Baseless marriage.
We're
is
just
what it
making
sounds
up our
like.
own fucking story here.
Well, I know, but it's a question, right?
No, I know. I get it. It's just funny.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
It's one of my questions.
Started their baseless marriage.
I would, if I had to guess, that would be my headcanon.
Okay, my other one. How can people get in his fucking house so easily?
Well, it seems like he got off the radar, right? Like he got off the grid. Like he's not living in Manhattan.
Well, the only reason why those guys went there is because they wanted that car.
Right.
And it was
Right.
a
It had
kid
nothing
that
to
didn't know
do-
who it was.
But they broke right in without waking him up.
Right. Well, it's
Yeah.
a
Like,
giant
Why do
mansion.
you not have alarms and cameras and?
I think because you're the
just-
baddest man on the planet.
just higher level of paranoia. Well,
Yeah.
you still sleep though. I mean,
I don't think you're paranoid.
You would think that like somebody's relative that you harmed a long time ago is coming for you.
This is
But you-
exactly the case.
You would,
Yeah.
and if I'm John Wick, I'm not worried.
Yeah, my father-in-law
Yeah.
was a youth counselor at CYA, and there were a lot of fucked up kids that he worked with who eventually got out of jail and were still fucked up adults. And
But was he the best murderer on the planet?
no, but he carried all the time. He was
Yeah.
he never had less than 2 guns on his person.
How many times did you use them?
Never.
How many times did John Wick use them?
A lot.
So he's more confident.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think
That
it's
he's
also,
literally prepared.
know.
If does Superman have ADT alarm?
No, maybe. No, I probably would.
but-
I don't know. I probably would. I don't know.
but what I
We're
think-
going to find out.
But what I think also is I think maybe they're just kind of showing us like, hey, he's kind of let his guard down a little bit, and this is what happens.
I guess.
I don't
yeah.
know.
It's like a
think
storytelling time.
I think if we're diving into that, it's because he's the biggest murderer and best killer on the planet. I wouldn't either.
He's the Baba Yaga.
Yeah, I
I'm not
wouldn't
worried
either.
about it.
Yeah.
He's not the
Does
boogeyman.
Goku? Yeah. Does Goku have a guard dog?
Does Goku even sleep?
Whoa.
Have we seen his bed?
That's the fucking question. Yeah, you anime fucking twinks. Does it Goku sleep?
Yeah, where you at? My Goku
losers?
knowledge. My Goku knowledge is very bad.
Mine too. I don't know shit.
I don't know anything.
I just know he's powerful.
Kid that works for me is absolutely like diehard Dragon Ball people.
Yeah.
One of those, and I don't know anything
They say
about
it's our age, but like you're getting
No, I
beat
think
up,
it's
bro.
I think it's the generation just below us. Is like
we
diehard
weren't
Dragon
watching
Ball.
that, and I try to explain that to like.
How old are you?
24.
Okay, yeah, you're
Yeah.
you guys.
But even
are the
below,
Dragon Ball
even
guys.
Dan and
Me.
Kyle, I talk shit on them all the time. Like, dude, we're only like 5 years apart. I'm like, dude, that was a fast 5 years. Like, it really was. Like in terms of the TV you watched, and like
Yeah.
you didn't even watch Michael Jordan play.
Yeah, that 5-year gap was like basically not having cell phones. I had internet.
I didn't have a cell phone until I had a car.
Yeah, that's like that 5-year younger. Like they
More
had a cell
than-
phone with internet their whole life.
More than half my childhood, we had no internet. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a huge difference.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't have internet on my phone till pretty much
No, college.
high school, like end of high school.
Smartphone
first
came
year
out
of college.
in 07.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
year I graduated.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's the first iPhone. And yeah, they had like internet, but they try to web browse on a Nokia.
Yeah.
I tried.
Try to get
Or
porn
even-
on a Nokia.
No.
Or even trying it on the iPhone. It took 3 hours.
Yeah, I didn't even have
Your
one.
battery lasted like 3 days.
I had the
Or no, like,
BlackBerry.
yeah, battery lasted like 3 hours.
Yeah, I had the BlackBerry,
Um,
the John Wick lore. There's got to be comics about it, right?
John Wick comics.
Because we were talking about,
Yeah,
isn't
I
there a
believe there
cartoon
are.
too?
Probably a manga.
Yeah, because we were talking about like anime stuff in the previous episode of good movies that could be cool animes. I'm sure there's a John Wick-esque one.
Probably so.
I have a picture in my head even, like
The
they
best-
made a cartoon.
My favorite like carryover comic, like real like live action to comic, or the 007 comics are fucking really good.
Really?
Yeah, they're hella good.
And they're like...
There's like a famous writer that does like the known ones.
Are they
whatever.
manga style or like American style? Or
They're like American
Yeah.
style, but they're like Batman style, and they're just done really well. They're like Frank Miller style,
I don't read
like
any
Frank Miller
comics.
Batman stuff. That's like he wrote like Dark Knight Rises, Batman
yeah.
Day One. All the best one.
like
Every movie
those.
that was made off of like Batman,
Based
he
on
wrote
him.
those. Frank Miller.
Yeah, I like those. Those are the only Batmans I really love. I actually Batman movies I like.
The Longest Halloween, fucking fantastic.
Don't know if I've seen it.
No, it's
Book?
yeah. I'll let you borrow. I have all these
I don't know how to read.
cartoons.
They're making a
Yeah, pictures maybe.
They're making a documentary of my favorite comic book series that where my tattoo comes from. The Kingdom Come, the Alex Ross, John Wade
I'm not
series.
familiar with that.
It's
Cool.
in Elseworlds. It is really really cool. It's probably some of the most gorgeous comic book art ever.
Yeah.
It's really really good.
Did anybody ever get into Warhammer?
All
Warhammer's like super.
my friends. It's coming back.
Super popular right now.
Yeah, all my friends are into it. You even know what it is?
No.
So you know what Magic the Gathering cards is?
Oh, he has talked about this before.
So Warhammer's that, except figurines that you paint. Yeah.
we talked about this.
You know
on
who
Yeah.
plays Warhammer?
But they have novels.
You know who? Oh yeah.
There's
nah.
there's like
But-
50
Yeah,
50,000
The lore's
novels.
deep. It's Lord of the Rings on Nerd Crack.
Yeah.
You know who probably plays Warhammer?
Hmm.
John Wick.
Yes, probably.
Right? He just
That's
paints
his vice.
figurines in his fucking living room with his beagle.
Yeah, with his magnifying glass.
Yeah, and then like searches up their value on eBay.
Yeah.
Warhammer's nerdy. When I was a kid, you had to hunt for that shit, bro.
Yeah, the books are apparently like really popular again.
I have heard that it's coming
Horus
back.
Rising is the first book.
That's all that stuff, right? Because it's always like coming around. Magic the Gathering had like
Oh,
a mini
sick.
comeback.
It's
Oh, that looks
Keanu.
cool.
So yeah, John Wick comic book series is a prequel to the first movie.
Nice.
It's young John Wick.
Maybe answers your question.
Maybe answers
why
my
is the
question.
volume 1 41? Or maybe it's like probably like a 6 book and they made it into one big
Yeah, I'm
book.
sure it's a compilation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's my Ninja Turtle shit. That's it. I'm telling you, Ninja Turtles are underrated. They're underrated, tapped stories that we haven't made good yet.
I have the full Ronin series if you want it. Borrow it.
I
Read
don't know how to read.
it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I keep
But
forgetting that.
comic book is sort of the minimal amount of reading.
I know, but it's the ADHD issue. My
Some
reading
of these comics are thick. With
my
reading,
reading
though.
comprehension's
Takes, like-
through the roof. It's my attention span.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah. It's the attention span. My actual reading, I joke, is plenty good.
Yeah.
I was a great scholar.
Just as a ponderable or imponderable question relative to John Wick, if you were in his position, do you do what he did, or do you go, well, I lost a car, I lost a dog, I don't really want to get back in?
Am I me or am I him?
You're him.
Yeah, I'm fucking killing everyone. Yeah, no, I'm going on a John Wick 3 style Rampage as soon as I see blood from my dog.
What's the Berserker?
I know there's all this stuff.
Keanu Reeves.
Crossover? Keanu Reeves.
Berserker's an anime, right?
He's written some comic books.
I think Berserker's like a huge anime, isn't it?
It is popular, yeah. It's like, but is this?
Yeah, it looks like maybe a crossover,
Yeah,
or
it's
maybe his own version.
It's his own thing.
Did he invented it?
No, I don't think so. Because I think
It says-
Berserker's straight from Japan.
It
Like,
says Keanu Reeves makes his comic book writing debut alongside New York Times.
yeah, maybe I'm
Oh,
wrong.
Weird.
I have heard of Berserker. Maybe it's a different one.
I think you're right. It might have been like a horror movie.
Because Berserker, I think, has even an E in it where this guy's hyphen.
There it is, right there. That's the one below it. Look,
Yeah.
that's the original.
I think that's it.
Berserk.
I don't
No.
know. I just know that's a manga
Not
and anime
Berserker.
going crazy. Oh, maybe it is Berserk and not
Berserk,
Berserker.
not Berserker.
I'm
yeah.
not nerdy enough to know.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, this, since there are 3 more movies that follow and a TV series and another movie and whatever, obviously it takes him back into the world that he was in before. And maybe he has nothing to keep him out of it at this point. Maybe that's
I think
part
that's
of it.
Yeah, for sure. He's bored now, right? Where he had a wife, he was settling, and then he's like, all right, well, my wife died. At least I have a puppy, and now he ain't got a puppy. Yeah, what is he going to do? What is he going to do all day?
He does get a new puppy at the end, however.
Yeah, true. But
Although
what
it's not a cute one.
Yeah, what the fuck is he
What
going
was
to
it?
do?
A bulldog?
It's a pit bull, yeah.
Pit bull. That's right.
Typical.
Although I get it. I understand. I would probably make the same choice.
Yeah.
Having had it.
Beagles are cute.
Beagles are adorable.
Where did the
but-
people even come from at the last one? Where did he find it? Did it come up to him?
The dog.
No, he's in a
The docks? Was that the first one? The dock shipping docks?
yeah, and there's a dog in a crate, and he just
Yes.
takes it out, puts it on a
Stole it?
leash,
That's
and
right.
You just stole a dog.
Yeah, lightweight
stole the dog. Yeah, stole the dog.
Yeah.
Just taking that dog with me.
No. No, obviously this is filling a gap of modern movies that just isn't a thing. Like shoot 'em up movies isn't like a thing no more, right? Like when you think shoot 'em up in the modern day, all there is John Wick.
You know what John Wick is? Is Logan.
Yeah.
John Wick's kind of Logan.
Are you talking about X-Men?
Yeah. You remember Logan,
Yeah.
like the
Loved it.
storyline?
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it is kind of
little
a
bit.
end retirement / desperation. What am I supposed
Coming
to do?
for you, yeah.
Am I heartless? The only thing, I don't remember 3 that well, but have they shown his heart? Because Logan, they start to peel him apart a little bit, right? They're like,
Well, the
"Oh."
dog.
I guess the dog. But you know what I mean? Like Logan hates this little fucking Wolverine Latin girl, and then he ends up loving her, and he's trying to help the alien or the mutants and shit. But in the beginning, he's just a heartless scumbag,
I would agree.
right? He's taking care of this old guy.
But he's not
Yeah,
totally
he's not heartless because he's taking care of this old guy.
He's taking care of.
But he's definitely calloused.
Yeah, he's taking care of Professor X.
Yeah, he's definitely calloused.
Yeah, I mean, early on he loved Jean Grey, obviously.
I know that bastard Cyclops stole her from
that
us.
that weird triangle
Yeah,
that lasted.
they probably
until,
fucked. They probably fucked Cyclops and Wolverine.
There's a new wrinkle.
They're all in the dorms, hot and sweaty.
Cyclops and Wolverine.
It probably happened. They probably had a little threesome after a hard-fought battle.
He does have some like closeted gay like aggression.
And Cyclops kind of gay.
Wolverine.
Cyclops kind of gay too. No,
He's so angry.
Wolverine has troubles.
in the cartoons.
Yeah.
He's just so angry all the time.
Why?
Like, what are you hiding? Why
Just-
are you so mad?
Why is he just ripping cigarettes and mad?
Yeah. Why are you so mean to everybody?
I still haven't seen Deadpool, dude. I need to see
The new one.
fucking-
need to
I'm
see
in
it.
that same camp
Did-
yet.
I
I
just
think it's
need to
coming out
see-
like in like next month. For
Yeah,
free.
probably because I just
Oh yeah,
it's like
I think
soon.
it's coming out.
as a kid for
pretty
some
soon.
reason that main cartoon Gambit was so cool, and he hasn't been in the movies till now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gambit's badass in the original X-Men.
Right? He's so fucking
Yeah.
cool. And
Yeah.
then he's never. Oh, I guess he's in one of the random X-Men for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, he was like a cameo almost.
Right? Yeah,
in,
like
in the
The kids one, right? Origins.
maybe.
Or I thought maybe he was briefly in the terrible Wolverine one, the
Maybe.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Maybe.
I think you're right.
It's
I think it was
whichever
one of the Origins, though.
Yeah, it's whichever. It might be that one. That's when he fights Deadpool first,
Yeah.
right? It might be that one. Either way, he's in there for 10 seconds. But now we got,
Well, dude, like that.
we got Tatum.
I mean, now Tatum's I think gonna get like a reoccurring like
he should get his
appearance.
own probably.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hold that character.
I
for
don't
that
think
long.
so either.
I think you can.
And they
his gambling past, his addictions.
Yeah.
they
Does he have a gambling problem?
I
Tatum?
don't know, but I know
No.
he's a poker guy.
Oh, you're just making things up.
Yeah, dude, we're writing some movies over here. I'm trying to get this
His gambling
word out here.
past, his gambling addiction in his real life.
someone's gonna hear this and hire us to write a movie.
That's fair.
I'm building
I
our
hope
future.
so. I think you're right.
Yeah,
I
I'm
agree.
planting the seeds.
I do want to. I think it's so jacked up though. Or not really. I don't really care. But I think it's for the better. But how Wesley Snipes just absolutely just killed that other movie that was about to come. Like they're about to start shooting.
Blade?
The Blade, the remake.
I didn't hear that.
They already had the guy hired.
I
They were
heard
already
that.
I think pre-production, and then and then Ryan Reynolds gets Wesley Snipes to agree to doing that character, and then it got so much praise they fucking just killed it, killed the whole thing, and they're gonna bring Wesley back.
Oh, he's gonna do it though.
Yeah, he's gonna do one.
He's
I
gonna
did
do
not know he was gonna do it.
A Logan.
Yeah, they're greenwriting a fucking Wesley Snipes
an old retired vampire killer.
dude. Yeah,
In
Logan
in a
version
wheelchair.
of Wesley.
In a wheelchair.
See,
He's older though, right?
Retarded.
people.
He's got to be. Wesley's old, right?
Yeah, he's not young. My understanding is that a lot of people do not like that third Blade film.
With Ryan Reynolds?
I fucking
Oh,
that
loved
was
it.
fun.
Talking about jacked twinks again.
Yeah,
That one's kind of campy in a fun way though.
yeah, he's got at least 11 abs in that movie.
That did make me fall. Yeah, he's 62. Wesley.
Yeah, to give us the Logan.
But Homeboy's not that old, right? He's got to be in his 50s.
Who?
Hugh?
Hugh Jackman. Yeah, he's
55. I guess it's not that.
Yeah, he's
different.
also on every fucking SARM there is.
Yeah, but when they filmed Logan, he was probably in his 40s.
something like that. Yeah,
Logan was so good.
Logan
When was the
was
last time
good.
you saw
Really,
Logan?
really good.
That
movie.
might be the best front to back hero movie, right? Because they make it so real.
That's the best X-Men movie
For
by,
sure.
By not even close.
Some of those first
That's
ones.
the Dark Knight of the X-Men.
Yeah, it is.
I like X-Men 2 though.
Some of those are just so bad too, but just visually. Like
Did a lot
X-Men
of bad
1.
ones.
X-Men 1 is not great visually. X-Men 2 is good visually. X-Men 3 is not.
I
Good.
feel like none of them stepped into the legacy realm like the Batman trilogy.
No.
Like, because there's other
There was
Batman
too many
movies.
people involved and too many.
Yeah.
They did too much different. There wasn't any pre-planned production. It was just throwing shit
Yeah.
together. It was just none of this matches up. It's terrible.
Like the trilogy, there's tons of good Batman movies, right, from the
Mm-hmm.
'90s and whatever. But the Batman trilogy is it, right? Like that's going in the vault,
And the third
Christopher
one of those
Nolan.
sucks though.
right?
The Nolan.
Yeah, the Nolans, right? Those are going in the vault, where there's no X-Men vault yet.
no, they're gonna probably.
But the
start trying
potential
that,
should be
though.
higher. Like there's so many good characters. There's so many good stories. The cartoon was fucking immaculate. Like how do we not have a trilogy of X-Men that fucking bangs?
I think because the characters are all kind of just gay lovers.
It's probably because Cyclops is very angsty. Yeah, I mean,
this
they
is
would
the
give it to
twist that you weren't
Deadpool.
expecting from a podcast episode about John Wick.
They give it to Deadpool, right? If you had to give a vault or a Hall of Fame of X-Men world, it has to be the Deadpools,
Now,
right?
Yeah.
Just because they're out of the box, they're unique, and they're good. But
it's hard to even categorize those as X-Men.
no,
though.
they're for sure.
But he's the person that's done the best with the X-Men besides Logan.
Logan by itself's really good. The other Wolverines are fine, but they're not it. They're not going down in history to me.
I just have a soft spot for that, a key interest in that Logan style.
Yeah, it's good.
It's the grittiness of it.
Yeah.
the-
Our other buddy's in that too. He gets his head chopped off.
the gore of it all,
Yeah,
right?
it's
It's more
good.
realistic. This
Yeah.
dude just threw those things through that dude's whole face, and we got to see it.
That's
Yeah,
my buddy.
That's
my
Luke,
buddy
yeah.
Luke.
Oh, at the beginning.
No, in the hotel or the casino, I think.
Yeah, hotel toward the end.
And
In the very beginning, though, he does another one through
yeah,
someone's face, right?
yeah,
At the
yeah.
parking lot.
Yeah, he's just yeeting everybody. Yeah, he's eating those thugs in the beginning too.
Yeah.
And
those
so
guys.
does the little Latin girl.
Yeah, she's badass.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder why they haven't kind of snuck her into some new shit.
Well,
Maybe-
she's in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, is she? Yeah,
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
She's
Oh,
grown
the
up.
new one.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
that's
a grown
right.
up.
She is in that.
Yeah.
Everybody's in that one.
Because
Yeah.
Hugh doesn't have a chance, bro. I mean, he's getting old. He's got to pass the torch eventually.
I've seen all the spoiler stuff, and every time I see the Wesley retired one, I just die laughing.
Yeah. Maybe we do those. Maybe we do some fucking.
Maybe we
Blade.
should all watch super late to the party. Watch Deadpool Wolverine when it comes out
Yeah.
for free. And
That's
then
almost too new.
Then we'll review it.
But Blade, maybe.
OG Blade is why all Marvel even exists.
Yeah.
That was the first Marvel movie.
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
That's pretty wild.
it's the
Blade.
first one. First Blade.
It's the first one.
yeah,
might
it was
be.
the first Marvel movie ever
It's
made.
before the Hulk and
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
for
Iron
sure.
Man.
well, not fucking TV Hulk, obviously.
no,
Lou
I'm
Ferrigno.
talking about.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
Banya or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Banner.
Yeah.
It was first one was Blade. Blade
Yeah.
was number
Really?
one.
Yeah, Blade's the first.
Because they always credit Blade for launching the entire Marvel movie
World.
system.
Because before that, it was all DC, right? The Supermans and Batmans go
Yeah.
forever, but
And then the huge success of Blade, and then
Yeah.
And then
Even though it's so
and then I
different.
think Iron Man is what like saved it, right? Blade
Yeah.
started like, oh, Blade 1 was like huge success, and it kind of trickled off, and then some dark times. Then Iron Man 1 came out, everybody's like, whoa.
It still was like a vampire movie though, right? Like it's not a superhero movie.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's like
Right? Where if you look at Iron Man 1, you're like, this is what a superhero movie is.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
And
is more like a vampire or a samurai.
Right. Yeah. And they do that within Marvel, right? Kind of like Star Wars, where they'll take the movie and they'll kind of sprinkle in its own sauce. Like it might be a Western, or it might be a this, or it might be a that. But Iron Man 1 is like what built superhero movies. to me.
yeah.
Yes.
Like
So
the format, all of it.
Yeah.
Because even the Spider-Mans, I guess
effects.
Spider-Mans are Marvel. Toby had a kick, right?
Yeah, those are all good. You're
Yeah.
right. That's true.
Yeah.
That's all. I think of those as Sony though. Those were kind of all
True,
Sony.
true.
Yeah.
They were Marvel,
Yeah.
but it was like Sony.
And
did
even
that.
those, and I grew up on the Tobys, but those aren't going in the superhero vault for me. Like,
No,
they're not
none of the
it.
Spider-Mans really are until they got involved in the Endgame stuff.
Yeah, then he kind of whoops ass. But even the movies, and they are really good, the new ones with Homeboy, but they're
Tom Holland.
But they're
Yeah.
not like for me, they're not like it either.
No. Those I don't really care about those much until like Infinity Wars.
I think they're good and they're very entertaining, but they don't like hit my soul like Iron Man 1. When
Yeah.
he pulls up in the fucking R8 and the fucking AC/DC or whatever's blaring, like that's life changing.
Yeah. What it's like when his suit.
That shows you how gay Cyclops was.
Yeah, it does.
So is John Wick a superhero or a super anti-hero?
I think he's a superhero.
I think so too. He is.
Because
He's too good.
He's too good. He is relatively unkillable, although
Kind of like a Batman. Like he's like
He
doesn't
is.
have any powers, but he just doesn't die.
That is the celebrity death match of all time. Batman
John
and
Wick
John
versus
Wick.
Batman.
John Wick.
Right? Because
Does
everyone's like,
Batman
well,
do
Superman
gadgets?
this. Like, Superman's going to whoop your ass. But Batman...
Well, Superman's the most overpowered like superhero there is, right?
His only battle's Goku.
They had to make up some
Goku.
like fake.
Sleepless Goku is his only. That's his only battle.
And gay Cyclops.
Yeah.
In case-
No, that's my point. Yeah,
gotta
Gay
watch that.
Cyclops.
Did you guys watch X-Men '96?
I didn't. I watched like
Oh,
one
you did,
episode. Yeah, I need
The
to.
new series.
I haven't seen it yet.
That I forgot about that, but that is probably arguably better than all of previous X-Men cartoons.
I believe it.
I'm not
And
even
that-
exaggerating. It's
that's what
so
I'm saying.
fucking good.
Because it had such a foundation of the X-Men from
Yes,
96.
but with like better writing and
Right.
been made more for adults.
So how do we not do that with Ninja fucking Turtles?
They should.
You know
So
what
that's
I mean?
what Ronan's going to be, though.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's what Ronan's going to be because Ronan's dark as shit.
I hope so.
Yeah, Ronan's dark.
Yeah, and obviously
The
like,
last Ronin.
Ninja Turtles like appropriated Japanese culture. Like, might as well just take it all in and do an anime.
Do you guys gotta watch X-Men '96?
Yeah, I
There's
should.
not that many episodes.
I should, because I do love that shit.
There's some big. They make some. The good thing about it is they make some big choices that you're like, holy shit, they did that. That's what makes it so good.
That's why you're laughing when Cyclops is gay.
Dude, yeah, Cyclops
tell you.
basically is in a lover's quarrel.
Yeah.
Actually, he is in a lover's quarrel.
Him
in
and
the show,
Wolverine actually
but
want to
not with
love each
men.
other.
Not with men, actually, kind of.
See? Told
when
you.
two mutants love each other very much.
We got to get Dean out of here.
Can we watch? So, can you do a quick Google of Cyclops hentai?
Not on my main.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, there's for sure stuff.
I got to go incognito to do that.
Okay.
I think
And then we'll follow up with some Jar Jar hentai.
there's got to be that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that.
Think,
Unfortunately,
think of how many. Yeah.
someone has texted me that.
He's got to have like 3 cocks.
You don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to think about it. X-Men '97.
97.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
97. Yeah, that's a must watch.
Yeah.
That's fucking shit is so good.
We got to wrap him up, get Dean out of here.
Yep.
What are
John
we
Wick. So
voting
what are we going
Pistols,
on?
Glocks?
Puppies.
He probably shoots FNs. Yeah, we could do Beagles. How many
Beagles?
Beagles? Yeah, how many Beagles you got?
Dead Beagles.
Mustangs?
I'll do John Wick. I'll give it a. I'll give it like the first one. I'll give it a solid. 4.1 Beagles.
That's a lot of Beagles.
Yeah, I really like it.
I'll probably give it a 3.8.
Yeah.
I've never been, even talking about the James Bondy, that's just never been my like go-to.
I'm a big Keanu guy. I like Keanu.
I do like him now. And I like The Matrix a lot. But I've always need a little bit of a thinker. Like the James Bond or even to whatever for me. I'm not a shoot-'em-up action guy.
I'm a big James Bond fan.
Yeah. I mean, you grew up fucking with Arnold, right? So you grew up and shoot 'em up. So Keanu is our Arnold,
Yeah.
right? He's our fucking skinny Arnold.
Skinny Arnold.
He really is in the modern day.
Yeah,
And he's cool.
I refuse to claim The Rock as our Arnold.
No one takes that. He sucks. He took all the juice and none of the cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he's got no umph in him.
No, he doesn't.
He's probably going to play Cyclops in future films.
Just banging everybody.
Right? Him or Diddy.
The Diddler. I saw the craziest cartoon cover of Batman and P. Diddy and the Diddler escaping with the baby oil. It was
because he dressed up as Joker for like 8 Halloweens in a row.
That's right. He was really. I saw someone post that and it's like, God knows what he did this night.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, the night
just justifying his terrors.
No kidding.
Yeah, I give it like a nice 3.8. It's good, and if you like the shoot 'em ups, obviously Wick's the top shoot 'em up. But it's just not my shoot 'em up. I'm not the shoot 'em up guy.
Okay, well, I'm going to give it at least a 4, maybe 4.25, and I'll tell you why. This movie is fucking hysterical. It's so funny. It is such a comedy. I don't know, like
it's dark comedy. For sure.
The darkest dark comedy. It's so funny, and they took a lot of the action. Did you guys ever watch The Raid or The Raid Redemption?
I don't think so.
Okay, they are just in that fighting genre. They are not U.S. made films. I think
like
they were
IP
US
Man, like IP Man, like
I haven't seen that one.
That's okay. That's like it's kind of like a John Wick, but like what's that really famous like martial arts guy that kind of from our generation that he was in Rogue One. He was the blind guy.
Yeah.
Very famous.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, those were like
choreographer
his,
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, those were his like John Wicks, but like samurai style.
Okay. Anyway, those are like in terms of like action, like shoot 'em up, whatever. Those are just classics, and they took that style and they made it a mainstream film, and it's between being fucking hysterical and the action just being on point. I think it's definitely a 4 or 4.25 from me.
No, pretty good scores there.
Yeah. You guys want to shoot 'em up? Go watch some John Wick. Happy 10th, buddy. Keanu.
Happy 10th, Keanu.
Maybe it's time to get jacked. Just a little muscle would help.
Well, it's hard to gain muscle with cigarettes. He smokes. Probably doesn't ever have an appetite.
That's probably him in real life, right?
He smokes tons of cigarettes.
Yeah.
He's like a pack a day
Where's he
guy.
from? Michigan?
I think he's from New York.
Oh yeah.
I think he's a New York guy.
I was gonna say somewhere cold.
I don't know. I kind of think maybe not.
No, I know he was always talking about him being on the subway all the time.
Maybe he lives there or likes it. Yeah, but he feels like a Michigan bred boy.
Or he's probably Canadian or some shit.
Oh, he probably is. He feels Canadian. Yeah, he feels Canadian.
He's totally Canadian. Yeah, he he has a band.
Toronto. I mean, Toronto's kind of New York-esque.
Yeah,
right?
it is. It is.
You're taking the subway. It's a little dark.
He has a band.
Yeah, Dog Star. He's
that's a pretty
years.
big band.
Yeah.
Years.
No, who else? He's like.
I think they're touring right now.
Who was the other one that was giant?
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Like
Jared Leto's
famous
band?
singer, yeah. Almost
Well, they had that song, The Killer or whatever, like a really popular song.
Very famous rock stuff. All right, Dean, where can I find you?
Yeah, at DeanSource.ck or at Caffeine and Kilos for your coffee and clothes and stuff.
Grab some coffee, ladies and gentlemen. New episodes every Wednesday. 3rd Street Barbell, Sacramento, California. And I'm Solid Mike, where you want to find me.
I'm at the Jim McDonald, all the social media that shows 50% facts for percent is a word, and 50 is just numbers. 50% facts is a Spreaker Prime podcast in association with iHeartMedia and the Obscure Celebrity Network. And we'll talk to you next time.
It's super soft, kind of soft.